Hey, what's up, guys? It's Goodthine, and welcome back to Destiny. King's Fall hard mode comes out this week, man, and I've got a lot of questions about preparation for King's Fall hard mode, what I'm gonna do leading up to hard mode, and what you should do, perhaps, leading up to hard mode. Now, a lot of what I'm about to tell you is basically just sort of assumptions based on what we saw from Year 1 raids and the way that Year 1 raids worked. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about is it worthwhile to do normal mode next week? And I'm going to go off on a limb and say that normal mode will likely work in a similar way that normal and hard mode worked for both Crota's End and the Vault of Glass, in which both raid difficulties have their own loot pool. And if you have not completed normal mode for the week, then the hard mode will end up giving you 2 drops from its loot pool. Vault of Glass actually had most of the, if not all of the, normal mode loot in its hard mode loot pool, but Crota's End actually had pretty separate loot pools, though some items did go across each loot pool, but specifically there were item drops that were only in hard mode. And if you did not do normal mode, then you would get double hard mode drops, and if you did hard mode, you couldn't go back and do normal mode. So my recommendation is, if you believe that you are an appropriate light level, I'm talking somewhere in the realm of 305, I think, should be the comfortable light zone. Comfortable. I'm sure you can walk in at under 305 and be fine, but I'm thinking for the first couple encounters, you're going to want to have about 305 light. This is all just sort of me estimating. I hate to say guesstimate because it's not a real word, and that word kind of triggers me. I kind of really hate it. I don't want to say guesstimate. But this is all just assumptions here and guesses based on what we saw last year for raids. So I would say if you're around 305, don't bother doing normal mode unless you really, really want to do normal mode. Save it for perhaps getting double hard mode drops because they are going to be dropping gear with light between 310 and 320, and if you could get double drops of that and have some good infusion fuel and a couple good pieces of gear with each encounter, I'd recommend you guys do that, and so you could get your light level up closer to around 320 for the encounter with Orcs at the end, which I think you're probably going to want to be somewhere within the realm of 310 to 324, possibly 315 to feel comfortable on Orcs, to feel comfortable. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being uncomfortable for a boss fight. Well, this is just to be comfortable with it. Furthermore, a recommendation I have for you guys, if you're running with a group that wants to play smart and not hard, and you're not racing to the end of it, I would recommend maybe getting up to the first encounter, going up to the War Priest, maybe as far as Golgoroth with your group, and do it on each character, and then consolidate all your light onto a single character, so that character can get through the Orcs encounter a little bit easier than if you ran straight through. So basically what I'm saying is, go up to like War Priest, Golgoroth, whatever, probably War Priest on your main, have everybody switch over to a secondary character, run all the way up to War Priest, Golgoroth, whatever you're comfortable with, wash, rinse, repeat, and then consolidate all of the gear onto a single character and make them as strong as possible so you can have the easiest possible time on Oryx once you get to that fight. That's a strategy I brought up with my group. I think what we plan to do is get to Oryx, see if we feel like we're being gear checked. A gear check is basically where the game says, oh, well, your light score or gear value is not high enough for you to feel comfortable on this fight, so you're taking more damage than you normally would and receiving and doing less damage than you normally would. That's our plan, at least. I think we're going to go all the way up to Oryx, or up until we feel gear checked, and then double back with other characters, instead of banging our heads against the wall, because that never gets you anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Play smart, not hard. That's all I'm saying. Hard, well, I mean, it is hard mode, so I guess play hard and play smart? Question mark? As always, guys, thank you for watching. Those are my tips going into the fucking King's Fall hard raid later on this week. I will probably be posting our completed raid on Saturday if we do end up getting it completed, which I believe we will probably get it completed. Again, we're not really aiming at world first. We weren't the first time in. It just happens that we crossed the finish line. We're going to be doing whatever is the least frustrating for us and whatever is the smartest for us. We get first, cool, but I don't think we're gonna. There's been a lot of teams working on their min-maxing of Crota's End, and, you know, we just like to go in, drink beers, and have a good time with our runs now, so we haven't been really doing the min-maxing practice of it, so I don't think we're coming to this ball game really prepared. Not that we were mega prepared for the last one. As always, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you King's Fall hard mode, man. Good luck.